All right, so now I'm doing Unit 2, Lesson 8, Slope of a Line. So we talked about slope as the measurement of the steepness of a line. So as I'm looking at this car going up the hill, this has a positive slope. This one has a positive slope because if I was a little person here, I would be climbing up the hill. Now this one is different. This one has a negative slope because I'm going down, 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 down. More examples. This one, do you think it's positive or do you think it's negative? It is going up, so it is positive. This one, negative. This one is an oddball. This one actually has no slope because it is flat. So there are two ways to find slope. One of them is if you have the drawing there for you. When you have the drawing there for you, you know that slope is rise over run. Rise over run. So rise is jumping up and run is going over. So you pick 2 points. In this case, the points were picked for you. They have to be points that go right through the grids. You know exactly where they are. So you're not estimating, is it a half, is it a quarter, is it a third? So if I needed to pick another point here, I think this one right here is a good point. And this one's a good point. So those are other points I could choose if I wanted to. Now remember, the slope is rise over run. So if we go up, rise, and then we run to the point, it's 1/2. The rise was 1, and the run is 2. Notice you can do it either on the bottom or on the top. This one. Here's the point. I'm going down. And if I count the blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going down 6. And then over 2, 1, 2. So this one has a slope of -3 because I have to reduce that fraction. 6 over 2 is the same as, -6 over 2 is the same as -3. So let's look at this one. They have the points. Yes, they have the points for you. So you're going to see that your rise is going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your run is going to the right. 1, 2. So your rise was -4 while your run was 2. That's going to reduce to -2. This one. Your rise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your run, too many, right? Because the point was here. So my rise was 1, 2, 3. And then my run is 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 over 3, which reduces to 1. Notice it's a rise and a run of 1, a rise and a run of 1. You could have done it the shorter way. So that's how you do it with slope triangles. But the more common way to actually do this is using the formula for slope. So the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And m stands for slope. I have no idea why m stands for slope. It just does. So you're wondering, what are these little numbers on the bottom? Well, they're to designate the first point and the second point. So the first point is x1, y1, and the second point is x2, y2. It's just to tell you which point you're talking about. And this formula will be on the formula sheet, so you don't have to memorize it. Okay? So here we go. I'm gonna get out a piece of paper because I can make this look better if I put it on paper. So we're gonna do number 4. So number 4, the point is 3, 5, and -1, 2. So first thing I want to do is remember that these are coordinate points, and coordinate points are already x, y, x, y. Now, I want to call this my first point, and this my second point, just so I know which one I'm going to use. So the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to take this y2 and it's going to be replaced with this y2. So the new formula will be 2. Don't forget the minus in the formula. Go over here and find y1. So now it is 2 minus 5. Now we're on to x's. They ask us for x2. x2 is right here. It's -1. Now the formula says minus, and then I find the x1, which is right here, 3. So now I have this arithmetic to do. If you want to, no problem, get your calculator out, do the numerator, the one on the top, 2 minus 5, -3. Do the bottom, -1 minus 3, -4. Now, you have 2 negatives. When you divide, 2 negatives make a positive. So this would reduce to 3/4. Let's pick another one. Let's pick number 9. So I'm gonna do 4, -2, and then 2, 4. First step, label. You will be copying the formula over. It will be on your formula sheet. Now, you are going to look for y2. That's in the y position in the second point. That's this one. So you write 4. The formula says minus. Then you go over here to y1. It is -2. I did this one on purpose because this looks weird. And it's because you're copying a formula and putting a number in. 2 negatives make a positive. So this would be the same as 4 plus 2. Now we're on the x's. We need x2. x2 is 2. Formula says put the minus in. Now I need x1, which is 4. 2 minus 4, -2. 4 plus 2 divided by -2. -2 goes into 6, -3 times. So the slope there is -3. All right, take a look at these. Let me know what you think.